Everything seems to be getting more expensive at the same time. Food is higher, housing is up, daycare costs more, and it doesn't look like it's getting better anytime soon. Some people who had zero interest in saving money before are now jumping on the frugal train. And then you got the people who are already frugal, they're stepping it up a notch. So regardless of where you might fall, here's some ways to be effortlessly frugal. Ask your friends and family not to throw anything away without first checking with you. If they have something you need, you might be able to get the item for free to save money, or let them know that you'd like to repurpose it and then flip the item to earn money. Don't go to the supermarket hungry. When hungry, our impulse spending can increase by as much as 64% because we tend to have less self-control. And this applies to all purchases, but it's particularly noticeable during grocery shopping because hunger can make everything look tempting. Also, consider scheduling your shopping trips when you're short on time, such as during your lunch break or when you have other commitments. The sense of urgency reduces aimless browsing and encourages you to quickly get what you need and leave. Embrace a low-maintenance lifestyle. And this isn't about avoiding self-care altogether, but rather it's about being selective. The reality is, the costs associated with some high-maintenance habits can strain your finances if your income can't support it. You can also shop to replace and not add. This encourages mindful consumption and prevents clutter. Additionally, it can also promote a more sustainable and organized environment. And while we're on the topic of shopping, you can also start shopping alone. Even though shopping with friends can be enjoyable, it often leads to overspending. Friends might influence you to spend more than intended, or you might feel pressure to keep up with their spending habits. Plus, shopping with someone might result in spending more time in stores, which increases the likelihood of impulse buys. At the beginning of every month, set aside a day to batch prepare several affordable meals and then divide these into freezer bags and freeze them. This way, on busy or tired days when cooking feels like a chore, you can take out a pre-prepared meal and avoid takeout. Also, keep your purse or wallet in the back seat out of reach while you're driving. If it isn't easily accessible, you're less likely to pull into a drive-thru. Also, block certain people online. If certain individuals that you follow or certain types of content make it difficult to maintain a frugal or simple lifestyle, start hitting the unfollow button. Make a concerted effort to be more organized. Keeping your home organized so that you can easily find and remember what you already have can prevent buying duplicates of stuff that you already own. Go to the grocery store once a week. Instead of shopping once for all the food that they need for the week, some people go to the store multiple times a week. However, going too often can sometimes lead to spending more, and going less often can sometimes lead to overbuying and wasting food. With that being said, strike a balance and aim to shop just once a week and get everything that you need. Take advantage of freebie apps where you can find freebies or discounts to save money on various products and services. If you need a couch, toys, clothes, or other items, someone in your neighborhood might be willing to give it away for free. You can also extend the life of your clothes by dyeing your black jeans instead of buying new ones. If your jeans or any black clothes for that matter are faded but still in good condition, this simple DIY technique allows you to refresh your wardrobe without spending money on replacements. Also, if you decide to sign up for a new subscription, commit to canceling one that you already have. Subscription services are here to stay and new ones will keep popping up. To prevent overspending, make a rule that whenever you subscribe to a new service, you cancel another one that you don't use as often. Get a library card. Here's a tip. You don't have to purchase every book that you want to read, so rediscover the joy of borrowing books, especially if you're an avid reader. Use a packing list for travel. Before traveling, make a checklist of every item that you need to avoid forgetting things at home and then having to buy replacements while away. This can also help you pack lighter, possibly avoiding the need to pay for checked baggage when flying. In addition, if there is a method of payment that you tend to abuse, make an effort to use the opposite method. Cash is king for some people, whereas others prefer to use credit and then they'll pay off their balance in full. At the end of the day, you have to do what works for you. So if you tend to overspend with credit cards, switch to cash and vice versa. Direct deposit a pay increase directly into your savings account. If you're managing well on your current salary and you get a pay increase, consider directing all or some of that extra money into your savings account every paycheck. Freeze older fruits for smoothies to reduce food waste. By freezing ripe fruit before it spoils, you can extend its shelf life and avoid the need to buy expensive frozen alternatives. You can also earn cash back on purchases by using Ibotta, which is a free rebate app and browser extension. Simply select offers before shopping and then scan your receipts to get money back on everyday purchases. And if you sign up using the referral code in my description, you'll get $5 when you scan your first receipt. Use a separate email address for all promotional offers. It's so much easier to save money when retailers aren't bombarding you with coupons and reminders of deals that you probably don't need. So send all of these offers to a separate email address and only check it when you're ready to buy something. Additionally, don't hesitate to ask for a discount. When you're at a department store or clothing store checkout, ask the cashier if they have a coupon code they can scan. While they might not always have one, sometimes they will, which is an easy opportunity to save money. Join an online Frugal group. You can exchange tips on frugality, offer mutual encouragement, and potentially connect with like-minded individuals. And if you happen to find a local group, this is a great way to find friends who also share your values, especially if your current circle doesn't prioritize saving. Buying a thermostat that you can program is an affordable and simple way to save on energy costs. Raising or lowering the temperature when no one is home, and then setting it to reach your ideal temperature before you arrive can lead to significant savings. Investing just 5 minutes in reading customer reviews can save you from making purchases that don't live up to the hype. It's a simple yet effective way to make better buying decisions and avoid potential regrets. You can also unplug smaller appliances when they're not in use to reduce your electricity bill. By eliminating standby power usage, you can reduce your energy consumption and lower your utility costs. Also, ditch some of your disposable items. Now, this is something that I definitely struggle with myself, but I am making an effort to improve. Likewise, you might consider gradually transitioning away from disposable items and opting for reusable alternatives. Not only is this more sustainable, but it also saves money in the long run. And if it's at all possible, schedule your lunch break at a time that's different from most of your coworkers. So if they go at noon, maybe you can go at 12:30 or 1 to reduce the temptation to dine out and spend money unnecessarily. You can also plan meals based on what you already have in your kitchen to reduce food waste. By using up items in your pantry and fridge, you can reduce your grocery expense and make the most of what you already have on hand. Websites like Supercook make this easy. Simply input your ingredients and get recipe ideas. And if you're looking to save money before going out, make sure that you eat something beforehand. Having a meal before shopping can reduce the need to visit a drive-thru, and having a small snack before eating out at a restaurant can curb hunger, making you less likely to order a larger meal. Additionally, make sure that you understand what it means to afford. So before you spend money on anything, consider what you might be sacrificing. If getting something puts you at risk of a late payment, or if it means neglecting other important obligations, now is probably not the best time to buy it. In addition, stop using money to cure boredom. When some people have idle time, they often seek activities that require spending. Instead, challenge yourself to find free activities when you're bored, such as going for a walk or engaging in other cost-free hobbies. Don't make same-day decisions. Avoid repeating impulse decisions by implementing a 24-hour waiting period before making unplanned purchases. And when asked to commit to events such as weddings, trips, or concerts, respond with, "I'll get back to you," and allow yourself to consider whether you can afford it. In addition, get a spending journal and keep track of every expense you make during the day, including items like coffee, fast food, and snacks. This can help you understand your spending habits, identify patterns, and pinpoint areas where you may be overspending. Don't buy stuff that you don't love. In most cases, you probably won't use it, or you'll end up buying what you really wanted in the first place. As a rule of thumb, if you don't love it in the store, you won't love it at home. You should also think twice about using extreme frugality to save money. This approach can have negative consequences, so although it might work for some people, it can often backfire for others, which can lead to feelings of deprivation, and you might eventually give up on a frugal lifestyle. Give yourself permission to occasionally indulge. Maintaining balance and allowing yourself to spend money on things that you enjoy is a valuable gift when you're striving to be frugal, because ultimately, it's this approach that's going to help you progress and hit your financial goals. Also realize that in most cases, you only need maybe 1 or 2 of a certain type of item. So if you already own 5 pairs of black boots, 6 red lipsticks, and 20 coffee mugs, consider scaling back and not buying anything else in these categories. And finally, quality will most often win in the long run. So if possible, don't be so quick to always buy the cheapest option for everything, because even though you might save money up front, this could lead to additional expenses in the future. The reality is, poor quality might not last as long, which can ultimately cost you more over time.